If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Michigan State's offense has the ball first today. And, Jesse, they've got a quarterback that, if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort, because then he can really be at his best.
He'll keep it himself. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got...
There he goes! Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Spartans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The green and white love that tough guy reputation, and they're getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, that's exactly who this program is. That's what they're built on. Every team you go back in the history of Michigan State, you're going to find what?
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Parachek.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Catch in the middle, it's Oakland. They stop him just a length or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Grab near the marker. It's Lockett. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Kansas State quick to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively?
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. Under fire. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Catches it at the 15. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Try to get it to the edge. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. He'll pull it on the read. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Barnett. Here's a heat. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Kansas State. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job fresh.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Handoff from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Wildcats are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. A huge break to be able to get that football back, but I wouldn't say that's the best way to go about getting good field position. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. The quick out. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Rushes on him, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Bounced off his feet.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Finds his man. It's Pride. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. That ought to be enough to give Kansas State the first down. The head coach told us he was going to be aggressive. He has a lot of confidence in his running game, and he showed it there on that 4th and 2.
And I like that mentality. That's the mentality I'm going to develop with my team. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to go get things. Short yardage situations, we're going to practice them. We're going to be successful, but we're going to go for it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Kansas State in business in the red zone. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats! And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Wildcats line it up with a 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And After starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This senior has seen it all behind center over his career, but not much going so far. They thought they'd be able to lean on their passing game, but so far it has been a complete struggle. Turnover didn't help either. They've got to take care of the football. Scanning the field, it's Childs. Out of the backfield, he's open. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Just keeps slinging it. Snagged in the middle. It's Marsh. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's McCray. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now having back-to-back catches, you better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Childs. Plucks it out of the air. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Got it in the middle. It's McCray. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Pocket breaking down. Got it in the middle. It's Lockett. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Got a man. It's Parachek. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Just going to keep it after the snap. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Now the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Spartans line up to punt it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the Wildcats line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Lockett. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying the left side. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. They go to the counter. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless. He's going for the goal line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. So first down, we'll open up the final period. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. With the catch, it's Marsh. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Rides the back and leaves it. Turning it on. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Fears the pressure. On the move and looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. To the air, it's Childs. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws for the tight end. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The run to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. He'll do it himself on the draw. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on 1st down. Gets rid of it. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out.
Oh, he's got some space. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. The Spartans want to move quickly.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. And the Spartans have taken it inside the 20. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking downfield, it's Child. Grab near the marker, it's Parachek. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, 3rd down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the block.
Touchdown, Michigan State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. This offense has it with really good field position. Fires to the big fella. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. They'll give it to him again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead